A is for apples, they are delicious, and they're also very good for you. B is for balloons at your birthday party, that was a good one, everybody danced. C is for cookies, they are so tasty, but they're just a sometimes snack. And D is for divorce, that your parents filed for. Yeah, D is for divorce, they don't love each other anymore. E is for every time that you're with them, all they do is fight and fight all day. F's the frustration that you are feeling, 'cause the pain inside won't go away. G is for the good times that are over, things are different now, you have 2 homes. And D is for divorce, they might say it's not your fault. Yeah, D is for divorce, but you'll never really know for sure. The weekend comes and Dad is home, but it's just for visitation. Takes you back to his new bachelor pad and cries his eyes out on the couch, 'cause Mom has got a new boyfriend, and you can call him Dad if you want. We sing la 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 la. D is for divorce, and we sing la 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 la. D is for divorce.
live. Happy Halloween, everybody. Welcome to a very special set, but not with Dustin. It's scarier that way, right? You guys, I am your tech tonight. I am Annie Dies a Lot, and we're gonna get this mask off because this is not working out for me.
Oh, put it on top of your head. Oh, you can't. That was funny though. That was heaven. Because
All
it's
right.
flat. Because it's so flat.
Yes, you guys, welcome, welcome. Happy Halloween. I started off as Thor, but now you guys, I am a registered voter. That is what I'm dressed up. You guys, tonight during the show, I am doing my civic duty. Let me cover up my address. I'm voting. I got my ballot in my hand. Haven't taken anything out of it yet. Let's see what kind of goodies we got. This is the scariest thing we could possibly do today. That's right. American politics. Let's engage. Let's engage. Okay, so we've got. Oh, this is the ballot itself. All right. Oh, and she's a thick beast. She's thick. Oh, why is there so many things? Okay, that's fine. The very first one we've got though is here we go. It's the president and vice president. This is the very first thing we have to vote for. My choices are, gather round if you don't know already. At the top of the list is Jen Stein with Rudolph Ware. Who's Rudolph Ware? I couldn't tell you. The person that's running with Jill Stein. In second place on my list, I don't know if this is really how the race is going. We've got Donald J. Trump with J.D. Vance. Both are horrible human beings, you guys. Horrible. They do not get the vote. In third on my list, in third, right here, you guys, right here, we've got Claudia de la Cruz and Karina Garcia for the peace and free. Who exactly? I don't know. I don't know at all, but they're here and they're running for president. Next on the list, you guys, we've got Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. Ooh. Fun fact about Kamala, we are from the same place, Oakland, California. That's where I'm at right now. So she already has a plus in mind. He's still on the list? Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Next on the list, you guys, is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Nicole Shanahan. I didn't even know he was running with someone while he was running. You guys know he's not running anymore.
I know he's not running anymore.
He's going for Trump, but all this does on my ballot is it takes away another Trump vote. If you vote Californians that don't like Trump, that wouldn't vote for Kamala, go ahead and vote for Robert F. Kennedy. Only encourage you all to do it. Okay, Jay with Comedy Hub will be writing in his vote for Robert F. Kennedy's brainworm. The brainworm would probably lead this country to places. And last on the list, you guys, is Chase Oliver and Mike Termott. I don't know who they are either, but they're on my very first ballot option. I guess I've got some research to do. That's not true. I'm definitely voting for Kamala, you guys. That's happening.
Thank God.
I agree. California rocks, Nikki. That's right. We are in Oakland right now, District 6. Yeah, that's where I'm at. All right, so here I go for my very first. Maybe I should test my pen out before I just start balloting. Okay, it works. It works. All right, you guys. Choice one, Kamala D. Harris with her sidekick Tim Walz. We're filling it in. Remember, you guys, don't forget Scantrons. Fill the bubble all the way. All the way. Don't leave it ambiguous because, dear God, will they fight about it if you don't fill it in all the way. Okay, there it is. My first vote has been cast for this election cycle. Kamala D. Harris is my choice. And Edward, I know, Edward, we don't always agree on politics. I know, you're feeling it right now. But Edward, you can fill out your ballot however you want to. And may your dreams come true and all those things. All right, you guys. All right, there's so many more things I got to vote on though. So you guys, I did bring with me because I'm not completely informed yet, but I should be. There's so many propositions and blah 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 blah. I've got my voter information guide with me. I've got it handy. We're going to look some stuff up. I've got my general election this one's thicker than the other one. They waste a lot of paper here in California. They sent me way too many things, especially when I'm probably going to look everything up online. Because that's how I do it here. It's how I do it.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, ask away. I will. I am fielding questions all night.
What if you just voted for Kamala and sent it in? What would happen?
Then your vote would count. That's actually 100% fine. If there's something where I can't find enough information on it and I don't feel informed or I don't have an opinion, I leave it blank.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's 100% normal. And I encourage everyone to do that. If you don't know what it's talking about, it's probably best not to vote because sometimes what I don't like about elections is how they word things, right? Like they can make it feel very ambiguous or confusing. Sure. And you don't know if you're voting for or against certain things. So if you don't know, be responsible. Don't vote. But vote for all the rest of the things. Your votes still count, even if you don't fill in every single bubble. You feel that way about 75 million people. Okay. All right, Jay. Abigail Hydrangea Brown, welcome. Happy Halloween to you as well. Twitch, you guys, we appreciate all of you guys for joining us today. If you guys are watching over on Twitch, don't forget, we have the world's worst AI comedian here with us, chatting in the chat, Laughing Larry AI. He's awful. He's terrible. He's no good. He's very bad. But he is interactive. What's that?
Has he gotten any better?
We have tried to make him a little bit less grouchy, and now we have to work on him because we've been thinking he sounds too depressed. Laughing Larry is always, we're always updating him.
Danny and Jay to depress AI.
Jay says, leave it to Annie and Jay to depress an AI. Yeah, well, So, for instance, let's see. Abigail asks Laughing Larry, at Laughing Larry AI, trick or treat. Laughing Larry says, how about a trick? I'll treat you to a punchline so bad it'll haunt your dreams.
Okay, it's not bad.
That's there. That's not as depressing as he's been. All right, that's good. All right, so Abigail says, yeah, let's hear that punchline. And Laughing Larry says, why did the Scarecrow win an award? You guys, why did he win it? Because he was outstanding in his field, just like my career, but with less straw. Okay, Laughing Larry. You said things. Good job. And so, yeah, if you want to comment to him, just drop a comment at Laughing Larry AI, and he will respond. Just, maybe not awesomely. Okay, what's back here? Okay, I got to vote for a senator, you guys. I got to vote for a senator. It's between Adam Schiff and Steve Garvey. That's not even hard. Steve Garvey, he's a baseball player, isn't he? Isn't that what he did, Jay? Jay's not listening to me, even though he's right next to me. Steve Garvey. Oh, Jay's like, this is boring now. Let's move on. Okay. We'll get to more of my ballot after we have some actual comedy, you guys. It's going down. Are you guys ready for your first comedian? Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I know I am. You guys, it's time. You can follow her at carmia.w. Give it up for the amazing Carmia Weinrob.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I would actually prefer to stand in line than read 1,000 things of paper and recycle them. But, you do you. You do. You do you. I am so happy to be here sitting in my house on Halloween because I have been struggling with fatigue issues. I went to the doctor and he diagnosed me with children. I did get to lay down, though, in the middle of the day for 40 minutes. Thank you, MRI. All right. Where are you people with no kids at? I want to hear you. You guys probably go to the grocery store like every 9 days. Use one of those hand baskets. Throw in 2 yogurts, a mango, and freedom. I can't use hand baskets. I have this many kids. Five.
Oh.
5 kids. I am why they make the Costco double wide carts with room for 2 kids with their legs dangling out, 2 in the main basket, and 1 on the bottom, body surfing. When I take the kids to the grocery store, I get a lot of questions. Are they all yours? Why would I take other people's children to the grocery store? Oh, 5 kids. Oh, God bless you. That's enough blessings. No more blessings. Need any more. 5 kids. When I told my husband I was expecting our 4th, he said, some women will do anything for a minivan. I can't use hand baskets. Hand baskets are for people who shop on a whim. I don't shop on a whim. There's no whim shopping. I don't frolic through the aisles, sprinkling glitter. Shall I pick up a cupcake? No. 2 adults, 5 kids. I need 7 cupcakes. They don't make a pack of 7. They only make a pack of 6. I need 2 packs of 6, which means 2 people are not getting seconds. Why would I bring that level of conflict to my home? I don't shop on a whim. I plan my entire life around the grocery store, and it is where I do my most important work, regretting every decision I have ever. I hate the grocery store. If you see me there, I mean, I live all the way in Maryland, so the chances are very low. But if you ever do see me at the grocery store in Maryland, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I'm busy getting food for some recipe I don't even want to make. Most recipes don't work for my family. Marinate overnight. I just put 5 kids to bed. I'm not tucking in a chicken. Stir constantly. I can barely stir sporadically. I can stir on a bi-monthly basis. I saw a recipe once that said preheat oven for 45 minutes. What? Once it's at 350, it's not going to get 350er. Cookbooks lie, and it's in the title. The joy of cooking. There is no joy in cooking. The joy is in eating what someone else cooked. The woman who wrote that cookbook, Irma Rombauer, you know why she had joy in her life? She was a widow. I would never fall for a cookbook with that title. I would never buy that cookbook. I would buy a cookbook with the title Dinner, a Hassle. And it would have instructions I could actually use, like pan fry the salmon you forgot to buy. I make challah every week, Jewish bread for Shabbat. And the recipe says, cover dough with a cloth and let rest. I would like to be that dough. I would like someone to put me in a warm, dark place, cover me with a blanket, and leave me alone. Don't talk to me in the grocery store. If you see me there, I'm on a mission. My list is long, my time is short, and I gotta get out of there before someone has a meltdown. Me. The kids try to be helpful, They're always messing something up. Sweetie, I asked you to get canned tuna. These are cupcakes. I don't want to run into people that I know, I don't want to be mean. I want to hear about your upcoming surgery, and I'm sorry you lost your cat. Excuse me, does this melatonin come in a pack of 7? I can't focus. I don't want to run into people that I know. I've started wearing disguises. Yeah, I'm Jewish, but I keep a nun's habit in the car. Yeah. I briefly sent it to Jackie for tonight, but okay, let's keep it in the car. My kids are like, why are you wearing that? We went over this already, sweetie. Now put on your hockey mask. I ran into my neighbor Trish at the store. She was like, I didn't know you were Catholic. I I need to cross state lines to go to other grocery stores now. I cannot deal with this. Trish didn't have a ham basket or a grocery cart, just hands. And in each, nothing. She has time to shop for nothing. Trish says to me, oh, Trish, my neighbor, who once brought over 3 cupcakes. Let's review. 3 cupcakes. I can't split that evenly. 3 cupcakes isn't a gift. It's a trigger warning. That's 3 cupcakes I had to eat in secret. Trish says to me, say hello to your husband. 5 kids. I talk to that man like 3 minutes a day. I'm not going to include her in that. Besides the fact that I'm totally not even going to remember. I'm not going to remember this interaction. A friend of mine asked me if I wanted to go to a concert with her in November. And I was like, well, what's the date? It might be one of my kids' birthdays. And she said, was anyone born in November? Could be. Just text him yourself. I'm not going to be jealous. You're saving us both time. But you can't tell someone that. So I said to Trish, okay. And then I promptly took it off my list. But I did start thinking about my husband. My husband goes to yoga 3 days a week, which relaxes him enough to deal with my resentment that he goes to yoga 3 days a week. My husband, the major breadwinner in our family. When people ask me what I do for a living, I'm like, not get divorced. I can't leave this job. I get dental. My husband, who once asked me if I could hang all his business shirts facing to the left. I was like, sweetie, I don't have time to attend to all your finicky proclivities. I only have time to write jokes about them. Well, the next day, Trish asks my husband if I said hello. How much time does this woman have? She probably preheats. She knocked on my door and asked my husband, did your wife tell you I said hello? And he said, don't talk to her in the grocery store. Yeah. So one of my kids has asthma. Probably got it from me. My asthma came back. I used to have it as a kid. Then I had 5 kids, and then my asthma came back. And Edward, I will tell you, it is different having asthma after you have had 5 kids. Things happen when I cough. Edward, I pee. I pee when I cough. So my advice to you, Edward, do not give birth to 5 children. That is my advice to you, man to man. That's my advice. So, one of my kids has asthma. Actually, a bunch of my kids have health issues. All told, they've got epilepsy, eczema, asthma, cradle cap, warts, Lyme disease, pet allergies, food allergies, a broken arm, bedwetting, inner ear surgery, strep of the blood, pneumonia, and birthdays. They all have birthdays. We covered this already. At doctor's appointments, they ask me so many questions that I can't remember the answers to. What brings you here today? I don't know. I think someone was wheezing, Mom, that was the dog. We have a dog? I've started putting basic info on a note card and I just keep it in my purse. Does your child take any medications? Oh, hold on. I got that. License. Pool pass. Birth control. Oh, that's where I put that. Food allergies are the worst. Where my anaphylaxis at? Anyone? Woo woo. No one? No one? Well, enjoy your food. One son can't have peanuts, tree nuts, dairy, sesame, or eggs, but there's still a lot he can eat. He enjoys his own hair. My oldest daughter has epilepsy. This is really hard to parent her. Not because of the epilepsy, because she's 16. 16. Too old for the swings, but just right for the mood swings. She deals with epilepsy like most teenagers would by ignoring advice. You know, I say, set a reminder to take your pills. She rolls her eyes. I say, exercise every day. She rolls her eyes. She's dismissive. Or she's having a seizure. No. Either way, you're grounded. Not cool. Not cool. She can't drive. They don't give a license to someone with seizures, which, you know, makes sense. But I hit a squirrel on my driving test and I still passed. The squirrel and I both passed. When I tell people about her condition, folks like say weird stuff. One guy said, "Oh, gee, that happened to my parakeet." If you bring up your parakeet to make someone feel better, like it's time to ask yourself some hard questions. Like, is talking to people really for me? No, it is not. If it was your dog, I'd understand. Dogs are people. If a dog has a seizure, we feel bad for it. But if Polly has a seizure, don't give her a cracker. Birds in cages are not pets. It's not a pet. That's an abductee. And if you say, like, that bird loves me, I'd be like, can you spell Stockholm Syndrome? I can't. I had to look it up. You can't compare my teenage daughter to your bird. Birds collect garbage and ignore me unless I have food for them. Okay, you can compare her to your bird. Sometimes when I tell people about her condition, they say, I'll add her to my prayers. Could you add me to your spa membership? No. Or Sky Miles? Like, I don't need your prayers. I need a vacation. But if you do want to add her to your prayers, you know, I'm going to need to see your success rate. Like, did you ever pray for a sick person who ended up dead? Bad track record. That's bad. Did you pray for the Mets to make it to the World Series? Bad track record and generally bad decision making. But on the other hand, did you pray for Biden to step down? Nice work there. That was good. Good job. Did you pray to see a mom tell jokes about her epileptic kid? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Thanks a lot. I could have done so many other things with my time tonight. Thanks. All right, we'll transition a little bit. I had to take my kid's bike to get fixed the other day. And when the guy was done, I said, what do I owe you? And he looked at me, winked, and said, nothing. I left feeling pretty good. But then I wondered, you know, am I attractive? Or is that always free? You can't go back in and ask. But I did. Excuse me, kind of awkward question. What's the normal charge for whatever it is thing that you just did to my kid's bike? And he looked around for his manager. And then he whispered, $46. So now I know I'm $46 attractive. To celebrate, thank you. To celebrate, I bought these earrings. Do you see? Because they were $46. When my husband asked about them, I said they were free. Lady math. I'll wrap up with this one. So I've been married like 18 years, and there's nothing that I would do to jeopardize that. That's what my husband knows. What I know is I have a growing list of men I would love to make out with. The pediatrician, the mailman, my son's bar mitzvah tutor. An employee at Trader Joe's has found the quickest way to earn my affection. Ma'am, can I carry that to the car for you? Definitely. He's like everything I've been looking for. He's tall and attractive with a 20% discount. Oh, it's hard to focus, you know. Ma'am, will that be paper or plastic? Your place. It's amazing I come home with any groceries at all. The other week, my kids were like, Mom, you forgot the milk. And you brought that employee home again. I added him to the list of men I would like to make out with. I accidentally left that list sitting around. It didn't have a specific heading on it or anything. And my husband was like, "What's this list that says to do?" Oh, those are the people I want to invite for Shabbat dinner. And he was like, "The pediatrician? You don't even like the pediatrician." So it doesn't mean I still want to feed him. All right, ladies and Edward, that is my time.
You guys, give it up for Camille. Oh, yeah, Jackie, are we throwing it to you? Let's do it.
Carmia! Woo! Carmia is one of my favorite comedians. Hi, everybody, it's me. Can you believe?
Recording stopped.
Oh. Hi, everybody, it's me. Can you believe it? I can barely believe my own eyes. I'm a member of the CIA, Catholic, Irish, alcoholic. I quit drinking, but I don't judge people that still do now that I'm superior. I started drinking very young because I was emotionally, physically, and sexually so much better than everybody right out of the gate. It was lonely at the top. I'm not Catholic anymore. I'm recovering Catholic. But I do believe in God. It's crazy, right? No religion, all God. God, but my God has no gender. My God is my God is either genderless or has all the genders. And my God, when I'm mad at God, then God is He. But only when I'm mad. Only when I'm mad. And I help people find their gods too. And I'm like, it's okay to be mad at God because you're still putting God first. All you have to do is put God first and everything else falls into place. But my God thinks it's funny I'm wearing a habit. I know this because God forces jokes on me against my will. I sit down to write jokes, and the jokes I come up with are nice, kind, clean, PG, not even 13, PG. But when I wake up in the morning, boom, dirty jokes, rape jokes, all sorts of terrible jokes by, you guessed it, the big non-gender conforming nebulous mist. Okay. I felt like I had something I wanted to say to you guys. I have so much I want to say to you guys. I just don't even know where to start. Oh, Dodgers. Dodgers. Last night, I spoke at a meeting that was outside, and all of a sudden, fireworks. I mean, I've been here, and I've been like at the marina and everything where fireworks are going off and really close to them, and it's loud. But I really felt like the fireworks were aimed right at me. They were so loud. I don't know what, they were just putting them off everywhere. I almost got hit. I actually did get hit by a firework, but it bounced off me, ricocheted onto the woman next to me who lit on fire.
Oh.
I know, but stop, drop, and roll really does work. I was screaming it at her, and I even showed her what to do because she was she was not in a good place. But she's fine, but she doesn't have to decide if she wants bangs anymore. She has them. Really short bangs from the fireworks. I mean, loud and crazy. It was crazy. Dodgers! I play sports. I don't really watch televised sporting events, but I do like to play sports. And that's just a humble brag, but I was a cheerleader. Because why? I went to Catholic school and there were no sports for women.
Boo.
Cheerleader. And guess what? The priests, women couldn't be priests. I don't think they still can be priests. Next time I'm on here, I'm gonna be a priest. I'm gonna be a self-proclaimed Jackie Monahan priest. Jackie Priest Monahan. That my middle name's Primrose. I'm gonna say that's what the P is for. Jackie Priest. Jackie Priest Monahan. Says, so the people I help find God, I'm like, you can make God anything. You can make it the great outdoors, good orderly direction. And they're like, Jackie, we really want a name. Like, I don't want to use the name God, but I want to use a name. I'm like, use Jackie. It's awesome. Use Jackie. It's awesome. I was just dating a woman who wouldn't stop saying the word shit. I mean, it was like nonstop. She was like, I'm in a world of shit. And one day I just sat her down. I'm like, can you please stop saying shit? You say it a lot. I'm like, I don't really care. Once a day is okay. But she's just like, cut the shit. The shit hit the fan. Get your shit together. He had shit for brains. Finally, I had to break up with her. And she was like, I can't believe you're breaking me up over this. And I'm like, honey, shit happens. Thank you. I want someone to make a playlist on Apple iTunes that is just artists who have never been accused of touching underage children. I wonder who would be on that. Like people that you definitely know have never touched children. I feel like it would just be Olivia Newton-John. But of course she did have Let's Get Physical, but I'm sure it was with an adult. All his but P. Diddy, it's really disturbing. It's really disturbing. And what else is disturbing is, like, it had to get to this extent for them to cancel P. Diddy. They had to have the accusations. People have been accusing him forever. He got away with murder. This woman was like, I saw him take out the gun and shoot me. And they're like, no, he didn't. and they're like, no, but Ellen DeGeneres, they're like, she was mean. They're like, get out of here. Get out of here. Ellen didn't bust in underage kids and give them drugs and make them have sex with her friends. That we know of. She may have. No, she didn't. Hey, women do. Louis C.K., when he got arrested, he didn't even get arrested, right? He just got canceled for masturbating in front of people. Like, he's not even, like, you hear his name, you don't hear comedian anymore. He's now a verb. It's now like masturbates in front of you. Like, it is not a comedian. It's this guy will masturbate in front of you. And I have friends that he did it in front of, and this is dark. I'm a dark comedian, hence the habit. He told me about it way before it happened, way before it was out. And they took it as a compliment because they thought they were the only ones. They thought they were the only ones. It was everybody. He was doing it to everybody. So it's not, anyway. And back to the loving place. Oh, though, we don't understand it. We don't understand it because an 80-year-old woman can go up to a 20-year-old guy and be like, I'm going to masturbate in front of you. And they would pull up a chair and be like, I'll watch that. Like, we don't understand the excitement, the titillatingness of masturbating in front of somebody that doesn't want to see it. We don't understand that. Shit happens, everybody. A world of shit. A world of shit. Okay, it's Halloween, everybody. I'm not just a nun all the time, but I am Monahan from now on. I'm going to get a priest outfit. Wait, nuns is a habit. What's a priest? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. It's called collar. Collar it up. Collar it up. Okay. So I want to talk about some times in my life that I dressed up. My grandmother made me all these beautiful costumes growing up, and it wasn't Halloween, and I had a babysitter, and my best friend Lynn, who's still my best friend since we were 8 years old, we dressed up. I dressed up as Raggedy Ann, and she dressed up as a clown, and we called the pizza man, and we hid behind the bushes, and the babysitter, I had her dressed as a princess, and it was not Halloween. It was in the middle of the summer, and she came to the door and she was like, "Hello, pizza man. Hi, pizza man." And then we started shaking the bushes and we were like, "Hee." And then we jumped out and we were like, and they did the transaction and the pizza man just looked like he was crazy. Like he was like, "What am I witnessing?" And my babysitter was just like, "Goodbye, pizza man." And we were like running around the car. So the guy laughed. We were dying laughing. The whole pizza place called, and like everybody wanted to come over to see our act, but we said no. But that was really funny. And then another time, the pizza man, I had written all sorts of stuff. I was like, I drew pictures of the pizza man. His name was Benny, and I put pizza brings people closer together, and I had pictures of people holding hands. Okay. So another story. When I was 16, my friend Lynn again, every time, I think we both had ADD, me more so. So every time we had to study, we just couldn't. Like we wanted to do everything but study. So it was exam time and we were just like, we have to go get gas. So we went. She had a convertible and I was like, "Oh, let's grab a sheet." So I put a sheet over myself. Had the convertible down. I had her drop me off far away. Like we're supposed to be studying for exams. And I had her drop me off far away from the gas station. She pulls up to the gas station, pumps the gas, and I come in the gas station. I'm like, "Ooh, ooh," with the sheet over me. Ooh. And again, it's not Halloween. And another guy pumping gas looked at my friend and was like, "It's not, what is it, Halloween?" And she was like, "Crazy people." And then she was done pumping the gas and I was still like, "Ooh," in the pump. And then she's like, "Hey, ghost, get in the car." So I run over and get in the car and we drive away. So we drive away. We're driving up the street, and all of a sudden, 4 cop cars come towards us. 2 block us off from the front, 2 from the back. They come out with their guns, and they're like, "We heard there was, we heard somebody escaped from the asylum, and and they thought that someone escaped from the asylum and jumped in the car with her and was threatening her." And I was like, "Oh no, this was something the school had us do. We had to like dress up. It was a psychology." and they let out. Oh my God, it was so funny. The people inside were like, "Oh no, we gotta save that girl, that woman." Okay, what else? Oh, so another time, my friends and I dressed up as one guy didn't fit in my costumes. So he was just a sheet and he put the clown thing just around his head. So he looked kind of like just like a sunflower. And I was Raggedy Ann again, and my friend was a princess. And we went out to eat, and it wasn't Halloween. And people kept coming up to the table asking us, we were just kids, like 16. And they were like, you guys are going to a costume party? And we were like, "No, what makes you think that?" Like, we were just like, we just dress like this all the time. I love dressing up things. Dodgers fan. Oh, okay. Here's another dress up story. This time it really was Halloween. So I lived in Philadelphia for a while before I moved to New York. And this is when I cared what people thought, but I don't anymore. Okay. So I was invited to this cool loft party, and I was married at the time, and we had a house, and I felt like we should rent out. This friend of ours broke up with her girlfriend and needed a place to stay. So I was like, let's get her rent and have her move in. And my wife was like, no, like she hated having her there. But I was like, I had her move in, but she ended up being really annoying. Anyway, so she dressed up as Pat, and she looked really good. She had the pillow and this is the roommate, Regina. She had the pillow and the wig. She looked just like Pat from Saturday Night Live. Oh, people always ask, what's that? It's Pat. But now you couldn't do that because people would just be like, it's they. It's not Pat. I guess Pat would be the name. Oh, I know. Is it a he? Is it a she? Time for androgyny. People always ask, what's that? It's Pat. But now they would be like, it's they. Anyway, so she was Pat. This is before any of that. And I was Holly Golightly, Audrey Hepburn from Breakfast at Tiffany's. And my wife at the time was Charlie Chaplin. So we go to this cool loft party. It's like the coolest loft party in all of Philadelphia. And I'm just like being so cool, and because I cared at that time, and because I had this new friend that was really cool, and I just wanted to make sure we stayed cool. And Regina just wanted to dance, and she was a good dancer, and I wanted to dance too, but I just had this tiny little dress on for Audrey Hepburn. And so I was dancing and I was fine, but Regina Pat had the pillow on. She had a pillow and a pillow in the back. And she was just dancing and just sweating. And she would be like, Jackie, please let me take this costume. She was like, Jackie, I'm gonna take the costume off. I want to dance and not sweat. And I was like, no. I was so concerned about the party being her staying in costume. But she couldn't stop dancing. So she was just sweating. Anyway, good story. That's a good story. Another story about her. So this is, okay, so she worked, I met her in Rhode Island first. I lived in Rhode Island, and we would hang out, me, my wife, and her girlfriend. And Regina, myself, and Anne would drink and have fun. And the girlfriend of Regina would never drink and always want to go home. And we were just like, she's such a party pooper. So then when Regina was moving in, I was so excited because Regina had been so fun. But then we were just like, all of a sudden we had so much empathy for the girlfriend because Regina was a handful. She probably just wanted Regina home before Regina had too much to drink and went crazy. But also, this is where it gets dark. The girlfriend, who was the party pooper, who never really drank, fell and hurt her back and was taking opiates and got addicted. Meanwhile, us three alcoholic drug users are all still. Okay, that's dark. I'm sorry. But it goes further.
Oh,
no. But we had another friend who always was addicted to ecstasy. I didn't think anybody could be addicted to ecstasy. But if she had a headache, she took ecstasy. If anything, she took ecstasy all the time. And she came over one time and she was like, do you guys want to do ecstasy? And I was like, no, we were going on a vacation the next day, but in the car. And all of a sudden, her name was Laura. She was taking the ecstasy and she kept being like, I have to lie down on the cold cement. And she went in the basement and was lying down on the cold cement. She's like, I can't get up. Like, I'm so fucked up. And I was like, wait a minute. I want to be this fucked up. So I was like, let me take the ecstasy. So then I made my wife take the ecstasy. So we were both like, it wasn't ecstasy. I don't know what we were on. I still don't know. We had a cat and a dog, and I thought the cat was the dog and the dog was the cat. And my wife was like, I hope to be on the road by noon at least. And I was like, I hope to be alive. Like everything, put focus. I still don't know what we took, but it was not ecstasy. It didn't even look like ecstasy, but she would look like she was thriving in pain on the floor. And I'm like, oh, I want to be that fucked up. Like, that's how crazy my addiction was. I'm sorry. But anyway, so then this gets dark again. Then Regina and Laura started dating. And they would complain all the time about each other to me. And I kept telling them, like, why don't you go to therapy? Maybe cut down on the ecstasy and the alcohol. And they never adhered to my advice. So I started giving them bad advice because I didn't want to hear it anymore. And I would be like, I'm like, this is where it gets really dark. Nobody's going to laugh at this, but it's genius. So they started complaining again. And I was like, you guys have not been through anything. You need to go through something, pain together to bond you. Because right now you're just doing drugs. I'm like, why don't you, can you guys guess? Why don't you put one of your dogs to bed? Oh my God, what's the matter with me? Back to the Dodgers. Don't you tell me that. They ended up breaking up. But they're both dating other women right now. And guess what? Regina's sober.
Yeah.
But I think Laura's probably still doing ecstasy. I don't know. Can somebody be doing ecstasy for that long? We'll find out. I'll find out. But one time Laura said to me and Ann, she came to one of my shows. Because when I was doing that with all of them, I was not doing comedy. But then Laura came to one of my shows and she's like, I want to move in with you and Ann. And I was like, sure. Because I just like wanted everybody to leave. And when she left, Ann was crying. She's like, I don't want Laura to. I was like, I'm just saying it to get everybody to leave. Nobody is moving in with us ever again. Okay. More comedy. So I'm like, global warming is a problem. But if it was global cooling, I would be going crazy. I would have like picket signs. I would be yelling shame at people. If it was global cooling, I would be like the Karen of global cooling. I would be making citizens arrests. Like I would be there would just be picket signs littered in here if it was global cooling, because I hate losing gloves. I like living in LA and not losing gloves. When I was 5, Amityville Horror with my mother, and it opens with the kids sleeping, and in their sleep, the father comes in and shoots them in their sleep. And I turned to my mom and I was like, is this a true? No, I was like, could this really happen? She was like, it is based on a true story. I was 5. And there's a movie, Did You Check the Children, where the guy's in the house, the calls are coming from the house. And I saw that when I was 12 and I was babysitting kids that were like 6 and 8. I don't know why they put me in charge, but I was in charge. And I would always check on the kids. And the parents knew that because I would turn their TVs off and I would go back downstairs. And one day, because I had seen the movie and I was really scared, and my parents knew it. And my parents prank called me and went, did you check the children? And then I never checked the children again. I would try. I would get like halfway up the stairs and I would just collapse in fear. Like I was waiting upstairs. My parents. I was talking to a Gen Zer and he had never seen Silence of the Lambs. And I was like, oh, you gotta see it. There's a guy who wears people's skin. And I'm like, spoiler alert, he's not the hero of the film. Like in what world would the hero of the film be wearing someone's skin? Like, I want to see that movie. The shit hit the fan. Don't worry, I used all real names in these drug stories. Does anybody have any questions? Please ask me a question. Higher power, I stand Oh, you transformed. Oh my God. What else? Murder roommate. Oh, I know. I don't like to watch murder shows because someone could break in and murder me. Like, statistically, is it going to happen? Probably not. Hopefully. Please don't let it happen. But it could. It could. I watch cult shows. That's what I watch. Cults. The odds of a cult breaking in and brainwashing me are zero. It's zero. And to be honest, I'm not brainwashable. I went to Scientology. Granted, I went as a joke, but I just like they asked me to leave. They don't ask anybody to leave. They really don't. And when I was little, I was talking to some Jehovah's Witnesses. They went running from my house. My mother was like, "Who was that?" And she just saw them running from the house. She's like, "What did you say to them?" Anyway, so I'm not brainwashable. But I watched this show called Worst Roommate Ever. Worst Roommate Ever. Thinking somebody who, ruined their clothes, slept with their boyfriend maybe, not cut them up and put them in different suitcases, like cut them into pieces. Like, you don't, that should be called murder roommate, death roommate, not worst roommate ever. That's the worst roommate ever. Like, you can't, that's not okay. I have to read what shows are about. Okay, now I have a question. Thank you.
What would be the second worst roommate ever?
Oh, second worst roommate ever. You mean that's not murder? It can't be murder.
I think that definitely qualifies as worst roommate ever, but
roommate.
So I guess it would be a step under murder. Yeah.
I would rather they try to murder me than steal my jokes. A roommate that steals your jokes. That would be a worst roommate ever.
So that should be a worst roommate ever. Yeah.
Yeah. Or tries to breastfeed your child.
I was just trying to help. She looked hungry. Sorry, we won't live together again.
And that rocks the crystal. All right. Okay, so I got the light. So I'm just going to do another 30 minutes.
Go for it. Just do it.
I'm kidding. I want to think of more Halloween stuff.
I mean, it's okay because, Jackie, I'm enjoying listening to this while voting. This is the best way to vote, you guys, from home.
Yeah.
How much time does it take you to vote?
Oh, I mean, I'm looking things up as I'm going along because I didn't look up any of the measures or the propositions. I'm looking everything up as I go.
Annie, will you email me all the stuff that you did? Can I take my phone into the voters booth?
You can. In fact, you can make cheat sheets and bring them with you into the voters booth.
Will you, when you're done, tell me all the things you voted for?
Yes, I will.
Email me? I had my writers group I usually have my writers group do it for me because I know they're going to vote for who I want to vote for, but I don't.
So for years, I mean, and we're talking like nearly 2 decades, I've been making cheat sheets for my entire household because they're like, we all know that you're just going to pick what we want to pick. Can you just make us cheat sheets? And then a few years back when we went to mail in ballots, now they just hand me their ballot and say, can you fill this out? But yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right, Jackie, do as much time as you want.
No, I should go. I actually do have a show to go to.
All right. Well,
this was really fun.
Yeah, and you guys, check it out, y'all. Actually, first, don't forget, you guys, check out Jackie Monahan at Jackie Monahan over on all the social media.
I know the way, obviously.
Yes, Jackie knows the way. You guys, I also got a sticker, and I voted sticker. I voted. I'm currently voting right now, you guys. Yeah, fantastic. Jackie, thank you so much. I'm going to let you give the final word because you're just better at it. So let's go. You guys give it up for the amazing Jackie Monahan.
Woo! And I have my own show on comedy hub live called the Jackie Mo Show. I'm not always wearing a habit. And unless you want me to, I'm probably going to be wearing a priest costume though. And costume, or is she really a priest? Okay, so the Jackie Mo Show is every Saturday between 3 and 5 Pacific time. But the first Saturday of the month, I teach a joy workshop in LA. So everybody has that Saturday off, unless Annie wants to take over. That would be funny, Annie, if you were me.
You know what? I won't lie, Jackie. I'm like, that's the one Saturday off a month that I have. I enjoy
That's
it.
true. That's true. I'm slowly trying to make you a comedian.
Hey, Jackie, if you teach me how to write a joke, I'll try to tell jokes sometime.
Okay, I'll teach you.
Okay.
And yeah, follow Carmia. She's a genius. I love getting to watch her all the time. She's so fun. I love how different we are and how much I love her. It's fun.
I just came on the show so I could get compliments from Jackie.
Yeah.
I had to wait an hour and 3 minutes.
And Annie's amazing too. And I love everybody. But come visit us on the Jackie Mo Show, and we'll have Carmia on again.
Yes.
Carmia, do you want
Halloween
Saturday in November?
Can we talk about it? We're not recording our Zoom. Okay, great.
No pressure. We need a live answer right now.
I have to check my avails. I have to check.
You can't finish voting until she knows.
All right, say your rosary every day. Bye.
Hail Mary, everybody, Hail Mary.
What does that mean that Della Hearted say your rosary? I don't know what to do with that information.
Was that the out, Jackie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. I probably should have promoted sets.
I looked up the Twitch, which was like